Well, thank you. Good evening to everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful time this evening. Yes, we're having a wonderful time? Good. This evening is always a very special occasion for RTNDF, and I'm thrilled to be here with our distinguished honorees and so many good friends at the head table. I twisted their arms, all of their arms, saying, "This is my last time. I'll never call you again." And so many good friends at the head table and throughout the ballroom. And thank you for making this such a very memorable evening for me, and I hope for you as well. Tonight we're talking about the First Amendment and the importance of a free press. In a time of economic turmoil and dizzying change in the media landscape, it's more important than ever to preserve these freedoms. No matter what the current challenges are, RTNDA and RTNDF stand committed to fighting for the rights of electronic journalists. We're fighting secrecy and supporting open government. We're pushing for a federal shield law to protect reporters' confidential sources. We're battling to get cameras and microphones into our federal courts, even the Supreme Court. And every week we help individual journalists who have the courage and independence to challenge authority and bring the truth to the public. One of those journalists is Roxana Saberi, a radio reporter who's been held now for more than 6 weeks in a prison in Iran. RTNDA and other journalism organizations have protested her detention, which came about when Iranian officials accused her of working without a journalism permit. Like many in this room, we feel a special connection to Roxana. In 2002, she participated in RTNDF's U.S.-German Journalist Exchange Program, which takes American journalists to Europe for 2 weeks of briefings, interviews, and investigations. It was on this trip that Roxana's interest in international reporting flamed into a passion that took her to Iran, where she has reported for NPR, ABC, Fox, and the BBC, among others, all represented here tonight. I know we all join in expressing our deep concern on behalf of her and her family, and we strongly urge the Iranian authorities to free her promptly. RTNDA and RTNDF could not do this vitally needed work without your support. Your presence tonight gives us the resources to keep fighting. We're very fortunate to have with us several representatives of the foundations that underwrite RTNDF's programs in leadership, ethics, business reporting, and crisis coverage. Let's give a hand to our friends from the McCormick Foundation, the Excellence in Ethics in Journalism Foundation, the National Endowment for Financial Education, the National Academies, and the Department of Homeland Security. Thank you. The president and CEO of one of our staunchest supporters for the past 12 years is also here with us tonight. Alberto Ibargüen of the John S. and James L. Knight Foundation. Before I introduce Alberto and present the First Amendment Award to Knight Foundation, I want to tell you a bit about the RTNDF projects that Knight has supported. For 7 years, Knight has funded RTNDF's high school broadcast journalism program, a program designed to expand the number of broadcast journalism classes and multimedia journalism websites at schools throughout the country. It also aims to empower young people with an appreciation of the freedoms of the First Amendment. Our program gives teachers the tools they need to bring the excitement of electronic journalism to their students. Now, one of those outstanding teachers is here with us tonight, and I'd like to take a moment to tell you about her. Carol Lang has been an extraordinary part of RTNDF's high school broadcast journalism project. After 26 years as a print journalism educator, Carol came to RTNDF 5 years ago to promote broadcast journalism to thousands of newspaper advisors and students, and she also co-authored our radio curriculum used in high schools across the country. Carol is here with a table full of friends and fans to celebrate an award she is receiving from the Journalism Education Association, the Association for High School Journalism Teachers. It's their highest tribute, the Carl Tolley Lifetime Achievement Award. And I'd like to invite all the many, many journalists in this room who began their careers at high school newspapers or high school radio stations. Please join me in thanking and congratulating our outstanding teacher, Carol Lang. And if the lights will come up, we can see where she is. Carol, please stand. Knight Foundation has also been the principal supporter of one of our most significant freedom of information efforts, the annual Sunshine Week campaign. Sunshine Week 2009 starts this Sunday, March 15th. The campaign is a joint effort by television and radio stations, newspapers, online media, civic groups, and many others to open a dialogue with the public about the importance of open government and freedom of information. RTNDF's role has been to produce public service announcements that are available free to any station or network or website. In 2008, more than 15 million Americans saw these messages. I thank the television and radio stations that carried them, the Associated Press, which carry them also on their web feeds, the National Association of Broadcasters, and all the major networks that helped distribute them last year and are doing it again this year. The 2009 PSAs are 15 and 30 seconds in length, available in video and audio and in English and Spanish. This year's theme is aimed at young people and asks them to be a superhero and support open government. Let's take a look.
We can be hero. Learn more at sunshineweek.org. A message from these sponsors.
Thank you. We're very, very grateful to Knight Foundation for leading the way and underwriting this important campaign. During a decade when government secrecy has grown, it was so important to make the public aware of what they could be missing and to encourage them to demand openness and accountability from their government. We knew the message was working when President Obama, on his first day in office, reversed the policies of the previous administration and said his agencies would operate under a presumption of transparency. For all these reasons, RTNDF is proud to recognize the important work of the John S. and James L. Knight Foundation in advancing First Amendment freedoms. And to receive the award, as I mentioned, we've invited Alberto Ibargüen, the President and CEO of Knight Foundation. Alberto is not only a visionary leader of this significant force for good in our community, he has personally championed the First Amendment and freedom of information. He is the former publisher of the Miami Herald and El Nuevo Herald. During his tenure, the Miami Herald won 3 Pulitzers and El Nuevo Herald won Spain's Ortega y Gasset Prize, I'm probably not saying that right, for excellence in journalism. He is the chairman of the Newseum here in Washington and served as chairman of the board of PBS. For his work with the Inter-American Press Association, he received Columbia University's Maria Moore's Cabot Prize. Now, before Alberto comes up to accept the award, I want to let you in on a secret. The name engraved on the bowl is that of Eric Newton, the Vice President for Journalism Programs at Knight Foundation. Although Alberto is accepting the award, he insisted that it be dedicated to Eric, who is really the individual who dreamed up the concept of Sunshine Week and built the coalition around it. Eric is not able to be with us tonight because of some health issues, but I'm happy to say he is recovering nicely and will be very surprised and I hope pleased when he hears this news. Now, please join me in welcoming Alberto Ibargüen.